Okay, up there it is. It just hit 100%. You can see it on the panel, and you can see it on the phone. So now let's see how long it takes for it to shut down the AC output. Nothing has changed. We're still using about 60 watts of output with the lights on in this room. So when it shuts down, you'll see the lights go out, but you'll also see on the panel, you're going to see the input go to 0, and then you're going to see the AC get shut down. And I think the upper right corner here is also going to show something. So now we are just waiting for it to show its problem. Oh, and there it goes. So the unit just shut down. You can see the upper right corner indicator off. To the left showing no more solar input. And there you go. The power has been restored. It was a number of seconds for that to happen. Now that the power's back on, we see our output power is about 300 watts. So that has went up from 65 to 300 of output, but we see that the input is 0. So it's no longer taking in any more power from solar, and after this point, everything's fine. Once the battery gets drained below 100%, and we're using it throughout the day, and then it starts to recharge itself, and it reaches 100% another time during this day, then it does the exact same thing. Like I said, this can happen up to about 4 times a day, depending on how much power we use in the house. So we probably want to look at this phone that has the app, because the phone is showing the Jackery there. Oops, let's turn that back on. The phone just went to sleep, but so we see it's at 100%. What I would like to see is first show you that's the serial number. Of course, that serial number is for this unit, the only unit I have. And what I want to do is look at the notifications. So we do see that today at 11:51 a.m., and here's the time in the phone. So 11:51, the unit hit 100% charge, and then it shut down the AC power to the house. So we can see that it's definitely broken and not working properly. So there's the AC out, going to my manual transfer switch. There's the input of solar coming in, the solar emergency shutdown, and the solar going down to the unit plugged in, and then it inputs when it needs to. So when it reaches 100%, of course, it stops taking power from the solar and it starts using battery power, which if I go here to the app, we could see that the center one there is supplying power. The little orange arrow shows that 418 watts are going out. So it doesn't utilize the solar anymore. It has to drain the battery down and then recharge from the solar. And that works properly. The only thing that's happening, it's shutting down every appliance that I have and all lights in the house. It's shutting them all down every time it reaches 100%. So there, this video, it's an uncut version. This video has been running for 5 minutes and 33 seconds. This uncut version shows the whole process. I recorded things prior to this 5-minute section of video, and I will add that to this video, but I will indicate on the video that this is the point that it was uncut, and it shows definitely that the unit has an issue. I could sit here and wait for the next time it does it again today. Takes a lot of time. I don't think it's necessary. I think you can see the issue and you know that it's this unit, the same unit that you sent me about a year ago. It's the same unit, same serial number, the same firmware update you gave me recently that did not fix the problem. So I think that's enough to show you that there's a problem here. And so let's try to get things resolved soon. I want this fixed, or I want a new unit. Like I said, I do not want a refurbished unit where somebody else has used the batteries and cycled them hundreds of times, and I don't want to get an old unit that's been worn out. You know, my unit has only cycled a number of times in the months that I've had it. So I expect to get a new unit. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to go ahead and prepare this video, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, to a channel that nobody really watches. I'm not putting it on YouTube for other people to see. I'm putting it there because that's the only place I can upload it and send you the link where you can watch the video. So I will go ahead and do that. And just to show you again in this video that my manual transfer switch is plugged into the unit. The 5000 plus is supplying the house. We have our input of solar going down into the high input plug, and then of course my manual transfer switch is connected to my house panel. This is my main house panel. If you notice, like, the dryer is on A and B, and I have that indicated over here on my panel. If you look at the panel, you can see that they're all marked. There's the dryer on A and B, which matches A and B here. So it's the same for all of them. I have marked. You have C, D, J, I, H, G, E, and so on. And those all coincide with these items here. Refrigerator, washer, microwave, and lights. These are all lights and plugs throughout the house. So, and the other thing I should mention in this video is that I do have a plug here from the grid if I needed to plug the 5000 unit into the grid to charge it, or I can run my generator and plug the 5000 unit into the generator and charge the 5000 plus. I do understand it only inputs AC from one or the other. It doesn't do combined, so it's only going to charge from the grid on its own, or from my generator on its own, or from the solar on its own. So if I was going to charge this 5000 plus, I would turn my solar off with that switch, and then I would plug it into the grid or my generator. But before I do that, yes, I do need to shut off the transfer switch, switch everything to the grid, and then, you know, plug in the 5000 unit. Once the 5000 unit is plugged in and getting supplied from the grid or the generator, then I would go ahead and switch all my manual transfer switches to the generator. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.